What's up, guys? It's Stupendous, and I'm back with another My Career build for NBA 2K19, taking a look at another classic player, one of my favorites of all time. These are also my favorites of all time. That's why I'm doing them. Brandon Roy. Again, I'm a huge Blazers fan. I actually interned for the Blazers when they had Brandon Roy when he was the Rookie of the Year. It was a very exciting time, right when we drafted Greg Oden, and everyone thought we were going to win many championships. And then we all had our hearts broken. You know how the story goes. But I love Brandon Roy. He's an amazing player. Just one of my favorites to watch. He was one of those ISO gods, the slow down half court offense. Amazing guy at taking guys off the dribble, creating his own shot creator, and getting to the hoop too, finishing. Great mid-range shooter. Man, he was just so fun to watch. And perfect for that slow down Nate McMillan offense at the time. So here we go. We're going to take a look at Brandon Pendis from Washington, number 7, right-handed. Let's get into it.
Perfect. Let's keep moving.
Okay.
Perfect.
What's next?
He will be logging your position. Right there, please.
Okay, so Brandon Roy was a shooting guard, technically. He ended up being a primary ball handler quite a bit, but he is a shooting guard, so we'll stick with shooting guard for right now.
Just a few more to go. We'll try to do this as quickly as we can.
Okay, so what are we looking for here?
Can you please let us know what your game is like?
Okay, so this is going to be a little bit tricky. Again, like I said, Brandon was great at creating for himself off the dribble. So I'm thinking that this is probably some sort of combination of playmaking and shot creating for Brandon Roy. Let's start with shot creating primary and playmaking secondary and see what that looks like for us. Just looking at it, looks like he's going to have a strong mid-range game. Ball handling is going to be pretty high. 3-point rating is going to be decent. I think this is looking okay. Looks like his defense is going to be fairly weak with this build. But let's take a quick glance. What do we got here? Okay, so we have 25 badges off the jump. Nothing Hall of Fame, but a lot to work with gold. We have mid-range Deadeye, difficult shots, yes. Tireless score, teardropper, up and under specialist, ankle breaker, one-man fast break. Don't need that for Brandon Roy, but here we have it. Free throw ace, perfect. Silver, corner specialist, deep range Deadeye, catch and shoot, lob city finisher, acrobat. I think that acrobat badge is great for Roy. Relentless finisher, absolutely. Drop stepper, flashy passer, pick and roll maestro, lob city passer, dimer. This might be a little bit almost heavy on the playmaking stuff, but I like it. And then bronze, limitless range, posterizer, putback king, break starter, charge card. Okay, let's see what happens if we flip it, even though I felt like it wasn't quite right. I'm not sure. Shot passing first, ball handling first, shot creating second. I have a feeling this isn't it either, but let's take a look. Look at these badges. Now you have the Hall of Fame one-man fast break, the thing I said that Brandon really didn't need. This gets pretty much all your dribbles into gold, ankle breaker, flashy passer, break starter. Yeah, this isn't feeling like Brandon to me. I think he's more of a scorer than a distributor. I was more thinking he needs to have those ball handling attributes so he can ISO. So I think we were in the right spot initially. I guess the other place you could do is driving and finishing. He was fantastic at getting to the hoop and finishing. That being said, I have a shot slasher. It can be tough to play with. It can be tough to play with for sure. But let's take a look, see if this feels more like Brandon. Tireless score and teardropper, Hall of Fame, can work with that. Gold, mid-range, mid-range Deadeye, difficult shots, lob city finisher, acrobat, relentless finisher, up and under specialist, one-man fast break, free throw ace. This may be where you need to go for Brandon Roy. Corner specialist, silver. These are all silver. Deep range Deadeye, catch and shoot, posterizer, putback king, drop stepper, ankle breaker, quick reflexes. Then you get into the bronze, limitless range, post spin. Some decent defensive stats there. Okay, shot creating slasher may be where we go. I don't know. Do we have enough? Do we have enough ball handling here to make use of all this? Is kind of my question. Let's take a look at. Let's take a look at what those caps are. The layup stats are amazing, and Brandon Roy was one of the best finishers that I've ever seen. So, from a layup perspective, not a prolific dunker, but he could throw it down. He had a few just posterizing dunks throughout his career. The mid-range shooting looks fantastic in this. 84 contested, 86 open. Three-point shooting looks great. 75 contested and open. So that's strong for B-Roy. Ball control's an 85. So ball control really is not too much of a concern here. Speed with the ball is 80. Pass vision is decent. Pretty good in the post, guys. At 80s across all offensive post categories, and Brandon was very strong in the post. This might be where makes the most sense for B-Roy, actually. Kind of surprisingly. This is not what I expected to do. But we're doing this on the fly, so here we go. Speed also 89, really strong. So let's do this. Shot creating primary, driving and finishing secondary. And I think that fits for what B-Roy was. This comes with a total of 24 badges, guys. 2 Hall of Fame. Again, tireless scorer, Hall of Fame. Teardropper, Hall of Fame. So I think that this shows off Brandon's creative versatility on offense really well. So let's keep moving then.
Okay.
See what we can do with his height and weight.
Almost done now. Let's continue. Stand right up against the wall there. We're going to measure your height.
Okay.
All right, so Brandon was the prototypical 6'6" shooting guard, guys. So actually, when it's 6'4" where they have the default for shooting guards. It seems small, but here we go, 6'6". It's going to boost his standing dunk rating. It's going to lower a lot of his other statistics. But I think it's going to be nice to have him be 6'6". It's going to make him be able to operate a little bit better in the post. It's going to slow him down just a little bit, but I think that's okay. Brandon really wasn't a speed demon. But let's take a look at what that does. Again, this is going to boost the standing dunk, strength, block, a lot of things that aren't too B-Roy-esque. So let's essentially assess the damage of what it does to get us to 66. Still, we're looking at a solid mid-range shooting at 83. This is without touching the wingspan. The three-point shot is open shot 3 is 74. It's still solid. Ball control unaffected. Post scoring unaffected. Yeah, I think this is going to be fine. I think we'll go true to height here. 6'6" is a great size for a shooting guard, and he's still going to be able to really be effective with those layups and driving to the hoop. That driving dunk's to 84, guys. That's really solid. Okay, so let's keep it at 6'6". Probably going to reduce his wingspan a little bit to help improve those ball handling and shooting attributes, and then I think we're going to be golden here.
Yeah, I think so.
Next station is weight.
Weight.
Okay.
So B-Roy was pretty average weight, 215. This is going to help his contact dunk, strength, and box out a little bit. It's going to slow him down a little bit more. So, but nothing to write home about either way. I think this is a very average height, so I don't think we need to worry too much about this. Let's keep him as he was, 6'6" height, 215 pounds.
Okay, one last thing to do. We need your wingspan.
Okay, sure thing.
You're almost there.
Just right here?
Yes.
All
Arms
right,
up.
this is where we're going to make up some of that ground, guys. We're going to reduce his wingspan down a little bit. Let's stay more in the Harden zone than the John Wall zone. I'm not sure why they have... Oh, man. Well, it's either Harden or John Wall. Okay. Let's go here. So this should boost our mid-range and our three-point shooting. Let's see what we're at. We're at 82.3 as a wingspan. All right, open shot mid, 86. Back to kind of where we want that to be. An open shot 3, 76. I think that's perfect for Brandon Roy. Those layups are still looking great. We're going to see a little bit of a dip in steals. Steals still at 73, though. Blocking, we don't really care about, but it is a 76. And this looks great. Let's kind of go down the list here again. Layups, strong. Dunking, great with that 84 driving dunk. Those mid-range is where Brandon kind of has his bread and butter. I'm tempted to maybe even lower his wingspan just a little bit more to get the mid even stronger, because his mid-range game was incredible. 3-point shooting was solid here. Ball control is good, 8 at 82. Post scoring solid. Rebounding's decent at low 70s. But I think this is going to be a really good duplication of Brandon Roy's skills here. I'm going to see what happens when I lower the wingspan even more to that John Wall level. See what that does to the mid-range. That gets your open range mid to 87, guys. That's pretty good. And open shot 3 to 77. Again, that's going to make you less versatile on the defensive end, but not too bad. Steals only down to a 72. I think we were at like 73 or 4 before we changed that. So that's something to think about for sure. A lot of these stats remain like not impacted at all. So you might want to go there. 81.3. I don't think you want to go as small as possible, but 81.3, you're going to have that killer mid-range like Brandon Roy. 87 open mid-range at your max. So I think that's probably where I would keep it. 81.3s. Just make sure that you are a dead-eye knockdown shooter there who can get to the hoop and finish, and be a solid playmaker both for himself and for others. So I think that this is going to be a great Brandon Roy build. Definitely let me know if you guys would have built Brandon Roy any other way. This is how I would have done it, of course, but make sure that you like this video. If you did, let me know how this build goes for you if you use this build, and let me know if there's any other players that you'd like to see highlighted as a My Career build, and we can try to do those in a future episode. So thank you guys so much. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and we'll see you soon.